Hello people, second take, first time I wasn't recording the audio. Yeah, so hot and sweaty at the start again. We're in Group B, legendary rally rules from the early 80s to the mid 80s. In the Lancia Delta S4, which came falling out of the sky if you remember the last video. And we're on this amazing, completely amazing Transfagarasan. Sorry about the pronunciation. This hill climb track. Well, first of all, that's just not right. This up there, I wouldn't call that a hill. That's a mountain. This goes uphill and just keeps going uphill for about 15 miles or 24 kilometers. So that's a very long way. But to help us get to the top, we have 500 horsepower, 4-wheel drive, and well, me at the wheel, so that subtracts those two. We'll see how it gets on. I will do a video with the Audi as well. Personally, I didn't know about this Lancia car because it came quite late in the Group B life, in '85 I think. And I was more into the Audi, basically. It's my dream car as a 6-year-old. I didn't know about this one. I also quite like the Renault 5. So that tells you I didn't know that much about the cars back then. I'm wearing my regular headphones with my headset around my neck, so the microphone can go places. And at some point it may be stuck in my mouth and you will sort of hit a gargly death metal type rumble roar, for which I apologize in advance. This is just a fun thing I did over the holidays, basically. I got this track and it's just completely amazing, very very well made. Get it? Originally this is asphalt, but I'm glad they included the gravel version. And it's very wide for compared to a regular rally stage, but I need every width I can get because it's difficult. Like I said, with 500 horsepower, even though Group B was a bit overrated. Ooh, dare I say that? Let the flaming commence. You know, everything that passes away tends to get hyped, and this car supposedly qualified if it would be competing mid of the grid on Formula 1 on the race in Portugal at Estoril. Of course, that's completely impossible. A 0 to 60 sprint, I'm sure Group B can equal Formula 1, but Formula 1 had a lot more power, a lot less weight, and much more aero, much lower center of gravity. There's no chance. That's just one of those mythological, sort of completely out of context type stories. And they did 0 to 60 in, I think it was negative time, is what the rumors say on gravel. Of course, it doesn't. But still, it was very, very fast. And even though not as advanced as the WRC cars of some years ago, or even just today, still quick and scary and noisy and quite amazing. The Lancia has turbocharging and supercharging at the same time. Now, why aren't you driving, Niels? Scared? Yeah, well, could call it that. The Lancia had both supercharging and turbocharging. And basically, I'm not too technical about it, but supercharging gives you power now and turbocharging gives you power a bit later. And they made them blend together, so you have instant power at low revs and also at high revs with the turbocharger. Now, R-Factor doesn't do that. And like I said, this is just a fun project, and R-Factor doesn't have super advanced off-road tire modeling. Then again, there is no tire data I found properly for loose surfaces, so there's really nothing to do. So the slip is a bit more and the grip is a bit less. That's basically what it is, with a very bumpy, though fake, road surface, so the sine wave bumps, but it works quite nicely. And standing here like a chicken, yeah, why don't we drive off and see? Okay, that's the obligatory stall. Guys taking pictures, that will be the last ones you will see from me live. Okay. There we go. Second gear. Already doing 100. Into fifth. Braking hard. Doing a Scandinavian flick. Hey, that's not bad. Good start. And the Lancia has a mid-engine layout with a rear biased torque split. So more of the engine torque actually goes to the back tires. So it handles a bit more like a rear-wheel drive car, which is more, at least on paper, better than the Audi, which struggled with its front engine. Although they did rectify that more or less with the S1, the mad version, which I will also drive. They managed to put everything other than the engine in the back, basically. So that car has 52% weight on the nose and this one has 45%. So Audi did try, but I don't think you can deny that a mid-engined layout such as the Peugeot and this one had is theoretically better. Because what you don't want on gravel is understeer. Ideally you have oversteer or neutral handling, and at some really low speeds like this you can get a bit of understeer. And then with a touch of the brakes or a bit of lifting it gets into a nice sometimes a nice slide. And ideally I'm not doing all that steering, I just want to point the wheel straight and get the weight transfer done and get the slide going, and then hold the wheel more or less straight and drag the car out. Which is not as easy to do as it is to say. So, wait here and then wait through. So let's call that a brush. There we are, fourth gear. Here are some big boulders on the left. Down to third. Not quite on the limit, but pretty close. Fourth gear, down to second. Scandinavian flick there. The reason it slows down so well is that you're going uphill very steeply. So just, and there's more rolling resistance of course on these surfaces. So you can brake pretty late. Well, with limits. More Scandinavian there. It's not necessarily required. I think I can do better than that. I like the technique because you're sort of guaranteed to not get understeer if you Scandinavian flick it nicely. Okay, this is one of the scarier sideways places. Looking at that wall, there's a man with a van here, crashed into that multiple times. We still climb and climb and climb. This just goes on forever. 50 miles almost. Backs out a little bit there. Briefly into fourth. Hard on the brakes to get that inside here. It's pretty good. Now this is a very difficult corner. Fast here, but then this is a little bit of a chicken out situation, but I hit that wall too many times. Up into fourth, those very dangerous boulders. Okay, this is a quick section. Down to third, quick transition. Oh, over the inside. also fairly quick if you get it right. That was pretty good, and then the following one is a lot tighter. So I have to downshift a second. Get nicely on the inside here. Wait, and then throw the car to the left, to the right, as I've lifted. Neutral exit, not too bad. Tightening this one. Very twisty section, and once you get out of rhythm like I am now, it's very difficult. Okay, roadworks. And then drop it a gear, and then while still braking, throw it to the right on the power. Very close to the boulders. Fifth gear, and what is one of the scariest places here. 130, brush of the brakes, use the weight transfer, throw the car into this corner, very sideways. 1 gear down, 2 gear down, to the second. Hopefully I can run over some people. Sorry guys. Hope you got insurance. That's too bad. If you string that one together, slowing it down, throwing it sideways and then to the hairpin is a brilliant feeling. Not to be. Second gear here. Very tight. Approaching the section where this car fell out of the sky in the previous video. A very tight left-hander. Fast section now coming up. Already into third. I died spectacularly here a few times, so briefly down to third. Oh, very sideways, still sideways. That's not the line you want there at all. But a great line is the one you come out of alive. Third gear. Down to second. All the while climbing and climbing. It's just insane this. So steep, it's just incredible. Be a bit careful here. It's easy to get the rhythm wrong here again. Such as almost now. Fourth gear. 100 miles an hour approaching that. Now. Quick lift. Throw it to the left. Throw it to the right. It's a dance. Hard on the brakes. Oh crap, sorry. It went so well, a couple of corners. This is another very tricky, fiddly section here. Not so bad. Okay. Pointing to the left, better go there. Very sharp. Tunnel. Can I get the drift here? That's tricky, very sharp. Approaching one of the scarier sections. Flat out. Oh dear. Steering rattles from all the bumps. And so will my voice. It's also panic in that. Down to fourth gear on the brakes. Oh yes, yes, still. Oh bump. Oh crap. Oh man, man, man. Ooh. Well, the first half was not bad. So the steering isn't super heavy for this Botnar sim steering system on this track, but you work it so hard and those bumps can always make the car vibrate, the steering vibrate. So this is still a bit of a workout. All those corrections. Lots of hairpin corners. And you can see just how much we're climbing now. Flick it here, don't touch the inside. Flick it there, don't touch the rail. And flick it to the right again. Such lovely combinations. Hard on the brakes, second gear. Straight wheel, this is the sort of exit that you want basically. Slight Scandinavian flick. And climbing, 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 all the way up there. Interesting here. Braking while sideways. And then hopefully... not that bad. Unforgiving bridge. Over troubled water, I guess. Down to second gear. And climbing so steeply. If it was realistic, I would be out of breath just from the thin air by now, I guess. Third gear, pretty fast here. And slowing it down. Which is easy. Going up so steeply. Oh, so steep, so steep. Yeah, that's not bad. Lots of power, but once you go so steep, it's a bit of a chickeny move there. Even 500 horsepower doesn't feel super fast when you're negotiating up such a steep incline. Okay, suicidal Group B spectators popping up. I ran a few of them over. Yes. Understeer turns into neutral. To be careful here. Over the bridge. Pretty nice. Downshift. Running a bit too wide. I'm getting one of the road signs. Oh, those boulders, they can throw the car off the cliff. This is quite a quick little right, left. Almost there now. Roadworks. Just a little bit more to go. One of those bridges that can kill you. Oh, going very fast here. Oh, yes, well, that's the... Oh. Sorry. Killed myself, spectators, and half a mountain. Going the right way. Guess so. Well, I guess that's for realism. You want the Group B into spectator crash. Shame, so near the top. And the last corner is coming up. Well, that was quite intense. What did I do there? Well, not very. I can go a lot quicker than that, but it's always difficult when talking. So this was the Audi. Ha! This was the Audi! Brain damage from the crash, I'm sorry about that. This was the Lancia Delta S4, Group B monster with 500 horsepower. As I said, with just a fun project. I don't work for Lancia, I don't have all the data, but just a rough idea of what it might be like on the brilliant, very, very steep, very challenging Transfagarasan hill climb. I need a glass of water. Next time I'll do the same in the probably more monstrous but not necessarily better Audi S1. Until then, see you later, thanks for watching, and if I haven't said it already, I hope this year will turn out to be a good one for you. And of course, we with Riser Studios got some updates planned, so hopefully some talk and drives somewhere in the future of one of those upcoming cars as well. Until then, guys, bye bye, see you later.